Kudu Crescent Entertainment, the organizers that brought you Sisqo and the rest of the Dru Hill team in Zambia. Now they are, a few days ago rather, did announce they let a cat out of the bag on Rotimi and Bobby Valentino performing live in Lusaka early next month. So we talk about some of the expectations around this and also what people should generally look out for in the build-up to the event that will be happening. And to join me for this conversation, I'm joined by the CEO of Kudu Crescent Entertainment in Ngungu. Good morning. Welcome to the Diamond Breakfast.
Good morning, boss. How you doing?
I'm good. Last time I saw you, we're talking about Dru Hill.
Yes, sir.
Coming through in the country.
Yes, sir.
Let's start off by talking about the experience from that event. First of all, from what was said, the reviews came through, and people seem to have a very, very good time at the event. But what was that like for you in your own review?
It was great. It was great. It was good turnout. I mean, it rained that night, but like it was a storm. But it was good. It was indoors. And this next one, we have Rotimi and Bobby V. They're doing it at the same venue, Ciela, Bonanza. And but yeah, the reviews for the Dru Hill show were amazing. You know, just in this day and age, it's Twitter. People say everything. It's you can't like mitigate what people react to, but it was all positive. You know, and I actually have the highlights on the Kudu Crescent ENT page on Instagram. Yeah. The highlights on what the reviews were. So that was great.
Nice. And now Rotimi and Bobby Valentino. I did ask you the time Dru Hill was coming through and how you settled for Dru Hill, but now Rotimi and Bobby V. What was behind this selection?
It was a mix of like, I wouldn't say old because Bobby V is not old at all, and Rotimi is more like super current, and not just current from a musical standpoint, but even from a television standpoint. As we know, or for people that don't know, he's an actor as well, and he's on the very popular TV show Power. Yeah. So, and his musical career is also in a positive trajectory, and so yeah, I decided to put in both together as one package to bring out here and entertain the crowd of Zambia, and that's pretty much it. You know, Bobby has got like a lot of classic songs between Anonymous, Slow Down, some of his features with Lil Wayne, with Ludacris, and his Turn the Page, so I just felt like it's a great combination, and the good thing about it is both of them vocally don't need like auto-tune or anything of that sort. So within both their sets, they have they're playing acoustic type versions where they're singing without a backtrack. So you just hear their vocals. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to, especially for the ladies to enjoy.
Yeah, the first time I came across, I knew Rotimi from Power, because I was a huge follower of Power, and then eventually hearing him sing, I was pretty impressed. And he's got some really big songs, In My Bed, Love Rhythm, among others. Obviously, with Bobby Valentino, like you've mentioned here. And this also makes me, and probably others as well, wonder, saying, Ngungu and Kudu Crescent seem pretty well connected to these guys from the States.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. How you managed to make this happen also.
From the relationships that I have, I worked with famed producer Jermaine Dupri, and with his So Def crew, and I also worked with Akon. And for a bulk parts from 2014 till things went bad, I worked as R. Kelly's strategic marketing manager. So within working with these people, I, along the way, be it at the studio, on tour, different appearances, bump into different acts, and then formed relationships with them. So there's a lot of people that I can call on speed dial and like, I'm doing this in my country, could you please come? Because for me, part of what I'm doing is not just for-profit business, but to make a difference in terms of marketing the country to the general public. Like, these guys have got massive social followings, so the more I bring here, the more marketing the country gets from a touristic standpoint, so we're trying to figure out a way on how to, every time I bring artists here, to take them out to do like safaris and things of that nature, so that it's not just necessarily just the show, but like, let's put Zambia on the map.
Great.
So yeah.
And it's not just about the international acts who will be here in Bobby Valentino and Rotimi, but also there will be some local acts. Tell us about that.
Yes, always. There's always going to be local acts. As you see, April is jam-packed with a lot of shows within the city, and
the event season has begun.
Yeah.
Officially.
So everybody, all the other people that are doing, go out and support, and there's enough room for everybody. And we have the legendary, of course, Gesh Grooves. He's one of the DJs, VGZ. He tore the place up the last time, so he's doing it again this time. And we also have Cleo, Ice Queen, and she recently just got signed by Def Jam.
Yes.
So, which is a really, really big deal. So, yeah, and we're still working on one other person. We're going to see logistically if it's going to work. But, yeah, that's the idea. And then we've got more planned for the upcoming months, but we'll talk about that later. But
yeah.
And
actually, because I was trying to find out what more you have. If this is part of the plan for the rest of the year, to do, how many more events are you looking at having before this year ends?
I'm really trying to hit either back to back, like every month or every other month. So it's just a matter of if people are like ready, because, like I said, I have contacts with all these people, so it's a lot of people that are already interested in coming.
Nice.
And they're like ready. And from the Dru Hill experience that they had when they came here the first time, they went back, and because they all know each other. It's like people in your industry, television, entertainment industry. People from other TV stations, radio stations, and things of that nature. So when Dru Hill went back, they spread the word like, Zambia is really nice people. They're very welcoming. We had a great show. It was very professional. So yeah, there's a lot of people that have high interest in coming. So
who are some of these people who've shown interest?
I mean, we have Jaru and Ashanti, Nelly, Craig David, Sean Paul.
Sean Paul is this time for real?
Yeah, so again, let me even try and maybe educate the public on things of that nature. And unfortunately, I'm not sure who was involved with the Sean Paul situation the first time, but the way this thing works is when an artist starts publicizing a show, marketing a show, or gives the promoter the green light to start marketing a show, then they've been given their half payment, right? And then they wait for the other half before they get on the plane to come to the show. Now, if they don't get that money, they don't come. See what I'm saying? So I'm guessing in Sean Paul's situation, he didn't get his other half. So it's not that he just didn't want to come. It's not a free thing. That's his job. So he didn't get paid, so he didn't come. It's just as simple as that. It's not that, he just woke up one day and said, you know what, I'm not going to Zambia or whatever. That's just the business. You get your half, you start promoting, you get your other half, come and do the show. It's really that simple.
But based off the experience we've gotten with Kudu Crescent Entertainment, we know that Bobby V and Rotimi will definitely be in the country the 2nd of April. On the 9th?
No, the show is 9th of April, yeah.
9th of April. But let's also talk about what was learned from the previous event where Dru Hill was in the country. What are some of the lessons you learned from that experience? Because I know that was your official first?
My first one in Zambia, yes.
Tell us about what you're able to pick up from there that you will implement going into the 9th of April.
So the day after, when I was having breakfast right there at Ciela, there was a couple that was right next to us sitting, and they mentioned to say that they don't really like listen to public radio, and they're not really on social media. So even from a marketing standpoint, I knew that I had to now tap into different marketing segments like Diamond TV or billboards and things of that nature. And then other than that, I don't know if there's much more, because from an organizational standpoint, based on my experience, there's a way that I like to do the organization in terms of the time. I try and keep to time and not like, I know when Dru Hill left the stage, people were like, we want more, we want more. I guess the culture here is mostly going past midnight and things like
true.
yeah, but I'm here to say it's like any Kudu Crescent show is not going past midnight.
Okay.
Yes, 11.
You don't have to wait too long before
No,
the main act
yeah,
comes
no,
through.
no, we're not doing that. The doors will open at 6. First act comes on 7, a little after 7, and then by 11:15, we're done. Like that midnight thing, not with me. Any other show, cool, but not with any Kudu Crescent Entertainment show, because for me, I'd like people to also look at safety before, safety during, and safety after. So I like for people to get home safe. People are getting back to their families, and there's babysitters and things. There's all different things that allow people to come and enjoy such type of shows. So for me, I always look at all those factors. So I don't want people getting home at like 1, 2, 3 in the morning. But by 11:15, the show is done. And if you want to go out after, by all means. If you want to get home, that's that. Yeah.
All right, as we conclude the conversation, Magoo, let's talk about tickets and how people can get them, how much they're going at as well.
Yes, tickets. Working with CompuTicket, so that's basically in all ShopRite outlets, and the Bottle Shop. That's the back of East Park, and Woodlands Mall. You can purchase tickets at those 2 different locations from Bottle Shop, and all ShopRite locations. Just ask for CompuTickets. One of the staff members in ShopRite will direct you, and even at Ciela. Right there at Ciela, Bonanza. You can acquire tickets from there as well. And yeah, I've got VVIP for 2,500 or 2,500 kwacha, VIP for 1,800, and general admission standards is 800 kwacha.
Nice, great. So it's happening on the 9th of April at Bonanza Ciela Resort. Bobby Valentino and Rotimi in the country. Magoo, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it.